Hello, everyone. I'm not sure how to do it already. Let me get the comments up and going. How's it going, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. How's everyone doing? I'm just setting up one last thing here. Icy Spirits, how's it going? How's it going? Uh, all right. How's it going, everyone? Sorry about that. I forgot to add the ticker, but this is a fundraising stream for Rob's mother and the GoFundMe. Um, so what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to explain a few things before we hop right in to all of this. Um, I am live on Get Haunted TikTok, Get Haunted Facebook, and Get Haunted YouTube as well. Um, this is going to be a live interactive theorizing stream. I was going to do this, and I probably still will, on my own channel and my own pages. But if this takes off, we'll do it on Get Haunted as well. Um, this is some cool content, some creative content for everyone involved. And is also today specifically, it is also for a good cause. Um, as everyone here knows or may not know, Rob Stakowitz, um, um, his mother fell on some hard times. Surgery, carotid surgery, and now she needs some money to just keep her going until she recovers. We are almost at our goal. The last time I checked, we are at $4,099 out of 6,500, so we're almost there. Um, but this stream is just to give you guys some content and incentivize donating and or sharing to that GoFundMe. Um, there are two giveaways that I will be doing personally out of my own pocket for those who donate specifically during this stream. Um, and that'll be easy to tell and read once you look at the logistics of how the GoFundMe is going. Two giveaways, two winners, two separate winners. We'll have each person will have the choice between one or two things. One, a full body merch set, sweatpants, t-shirt, hat, and maybe throw in some like stickers and stuff for free. But for the most part, sweatpants, shirt, and hat, full body merch set. Or your second option is a free Get Haunted event ticket, regular event only, not sleepover. So those are the two things you have to have a chance of winning. We'll once the stream's over, we'll see like the winners soon after. I'm not sure how long that'll take to run everyone down. Day or two, I assume. But saying that, got phone, got Facebook and YouTube, like up here. You see me looking over to the right, looking at chat. But anyway, I see spirits. Kaylee, how's it going? and Stephen Komet. I hope you're all doing well. So let's get to this. By the way, TikTok can't see it because it is a vertical. You can't see the edges over here, which is fine. For Facebook and YouTube, though, all of this stuff, both sides, ignore that. I am doing some theorizing on my own stuff on the side. This has nothing to do with what we're doing today, so don't look at it and forget and be like, oh, how does that piece together with that? It's because it don't. Everything in between these lines is what we're going to be making. So let's start off with any topic. So Stephen, Haley, or Icy, paranormal, the universe, spirituality, anything. Or it could even be like a movie on screen, like a theory, like did Michael Myers really die or something? I don't fucking know. Throw out something, and I will create a headline, and then we can just branch off. And TikTok, you can do the same as well. Let me see if anyone is. Okay, cool. Facebook, let's see what you got. TikTok, let's see what you got. And YouTube, let's see what you got. But I know I used the example of stone tape theory during the Wednesday live as an example. We can go off that. If you hear something in the background like a humming, my HVAC just kicked on. I'm sorry about that if you can hear that. But we use stone tape theory as a idea. What could we build off of here? Because to be honest, I don't know enough about stone tape theory to really do anything. So I just know I just know it exists. So let's do. You guys got any ideas? Because the thing is with theorizing, with me, it's such a broad thing. So, and I need y'all involved, or else this will not work well, at least. So, TikTok, if you got anything, Facebook, if you got anything. Um, I guess I can start with just like a basic thing. Uh, let's see. Um, and this is harder than it looks because my brain's like picking like 20 different things. I see. The Are we supposed to donate through the GoFundMe to participate? To participate in the stream? No. The only thing that you get out of donating to the GoFundMe is a chance for the giveaway and just to be nice. But my cat's also in the room if you can hear the meowing. But no, donating to the GoFundMe not only supports Rob's mom and is a nice gesture, but also uh, it's the giveaway stuff. So once the stream is done, we're going to look at all the donations within the time limit of the stream. And then two random winners will be selected. But saying that, let's start off with how about transversing spirits? How spirits move. That could be a good one. Um, I don't know what you really call that other than just transversing spirits. Okay. Yeah, let's how spirits move, how spirits transversing Transversing realms. This is the first thing my brain finally decided upon. So, transversing realms. Spirits, some people say that transversing, whenever spirits move, there's the age-old theory behind um, how if a structure or a building or a location. Sorry, my cat is biting cords. Come on. Can't have my cat biting cords now. Sorry about that. But there's this age-old theory about how spirits move how they once knew the location or the environment. So if a building gets changed or renovated, um, whenever you see a spirit, walk through a wall, to us, to humans, that's a spirit walking through a wall. Uh, but maybe to them, it's it's going through a doorway. Maybe sadly enough, they're jumping out of a window or something like that. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Because I think that's a conversation that we almost have like almost every time we go into a investigation. At least when I talk to guests and whatnot. Uh, I'm curious if anyone has any ideas. So, let's see, walking through walls, and if anybody has any other theory that you want to hop on here and change the subject, let's do it. This is just one idea that I had just off the top of my head. Um, because I'm wanting to do this type of thing because it makes people think. Well, one of the premises behind how Get Haunted works is asking the difficult questions, the more human aspects, think, theorize, and that's how I'm kind of doing here. So, walking, I can't spell, walking through walls, question mark, only from our POV. Because, like, maybe, I don't know. Do you think that when spirits walk through walls, that like in their realm, they are also doing the exact same thing and walking through a wall? Do they see it as something else, as like I said, walking through a doorway? Or is there nothing there at all? Like it's almost as if it's a just an empty void that they see. There's a lot of people joining on TikTok, and I'm sorry if I'm missing a comment. There's a lot of people joining, so I will say this: I very much appreciate you all joining. I'm sorry if I missed your comment in chat. I'll try to be more focused on that because I'm looking at 3 different things. But Mr. Robert Stackwitz himself, um, Rob's here. For those of you who don't know, this is the son of the Rob is the one who set up the GoFundMe. I'll go ahead and recap now that he's here because I'm sure he's having life is busy for him at the moment. So I will recap everything. Live the theorizing. 2 giveaways for 2 people. Choice of full body merch set or a free get haunted event non sleepover. And right now, Rob, I picked a random topic of transversing realms. Like why like when spirits say, for example, walk through a wall, Do they see a wall like we do? And we question, let's go let's go into that room and see if we can see it from the other side. Do spirits see what they saw when they once lived as if the building or something got changed? Or um like before the building got changed, do spirits see it as a doorway or an open space, like a studio apartment, if you can say that? Or are they just walking sort of like a our concept of a void, openness, with just flowing rivers of energy? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Toss them on over. So far, I'm not seeing anyone comment on TikTok, which is totally fine. I just don't want to miss anybody. Uh, so that's no big deal. But thank you all for joining. Sandra, how's it going, my good friend? How's it going? Um, but let's go with all three. Let's use a bigger area. Let's do this. So let's say we have walking uh ghosts or oh hello Rob.
Yeah, I'm busting in. I'm sorry. Can
No,
you hear
no,
me?
you're fine. Yeah, I we can hear you kind of. Y- Talk again.
Yeah, look, I know I'm
Okay.
absent from this thing, and I wanted people to understand that how much I appreciate what you're doing and anybody that's watching. I literally just left my mom's house, her apartment, so I had to go down and help her with some things. And I just want to say thank you. I'm not involved with this, but I have no time. I have no
You,
time
you,
between New York,
you
New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. I'm spread
we
thin.
we got you, bro. We got you.
What?
We got you. I'm not sure if you can
Okay,
hear me.
okay. I couldn't tell if I was even, yeah. But thank you. That's all.
Oh,
And
okay, okay.
I love what you're doing. And to everybody that has supported so far, thank you so much. This situation's harder than I thought it was. Now that I have more information, but like is a huge help. So thank you. Thanks to everybody. And I'm trying not to crash my car at the same time.
Please don't do that.
Shit. No, I won't. I'm tired, but thank you, buddy. Like,
Of course.
all right. Well, I'm gonna stop interrupting. Get
No,
back to
you're
driving.
fine. Hey,
Go back to watching it. Someone say,
before you leave, what's the
yeah,
next topic that you want to think about, like for us to think about, like general broad spectrum topic?
for theorizing.
Yeah, like just
Oh,
what's one large topic that you just want to ask questions about?
paranormal.
Paranormal, spiritual, the universe as a whole, it doesn't really matter.
Why? Why do we get thrown these massive obstacles in life? And what you know? How does it? How does it tie into the bigger picture? And what is the purpose? Right? We hear people say it all the time. If there's a God, why would he let us suffer? I don't look at it that way, but it is a valid question. It's like why, why, and it always seems like the timing is sort of divine in some ways. Um, why are things thrown our way, and what should we walk away with? Is it should we walk away being discouraged and angry, or should we walk away, going, well, it's just another thing that I had to get through, and what did I learn from it? So I'm curious what people think about that, or and how I'm more of a pessimist in life. I try not to be, but it's all got to be for something, right? That's the way I see it. So I'd like that to be a topic, and if it's too deep, I'm sorry.
No, that's what we're going for. Uh,
All right, am I
uh,
dismissed?
yes, you are, my young Padawan.
Let me here. I'll look cool on the way out. There we go. I look cool. Oh fuck! See, I was like drifting over into the other thing. But I will leave with this, for anybody. And I know a lot of people are struggling this year, and life just seems to keep kicking people in the nuts, and um, nobody's nobody's immune to it. I know a lot of people are going through a lot, and I'm hoping, that I talked a lot last year about the fire horse, and 2026 being the big year of change. What I didn't really realize was, sometimes change and growth is very, very painful. Um, but it doesn't mean that 2026 isn't making.
You're cutting out, man. There we go.
I'm back.
I think you're back.
Yeah,
You're
I
back.
just I just went over the mountain, so I'm heading into the mountains of Pennsylvania here. I should be home in about a half hour, and I'll try to watch from the laptop too. But that's it. Let me go before it's too late, because I keep drifting. So that's that. But
Yeah,
thank you, Trevor. Thank you to everybody watching. Um, thank you to everyone for all the reach outs and kind words and the support you've thrown so far. It's just brutal, brutal. But she's home. She's home now. But now we have to face the aftercare, challenges that come in all different formats. So it's hard, and I'm doing my best. But when I'm there, I can't be here making money, and
I feel you.
it's a juggle. All right, go get back to your show. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll see you guys in a bit.
See ya.
Bye.
Like,
Oh,
all right. TikTok for those who didn't see all that. Rob popped up on Facebook, so we had to prioritize that. He had some information, but we are back. We are back, and Rob gave us our next thing to think about. It's more of a universe-based question. But first, let's get through this. And if any, and I can be here for hours. I can be here for hours. So if anybody on TikTok or if anybody on Facebook and YouTube have any thoughts, topics, questions, theories that you want to hit on, I got a queue, as in the top left corner of this shit. I got a queue. So let's hear them. And remember, GoFundMe linked on YouTube and Facebook is in the description of this stream. TikTok, it's in the bio of our profile. Please donate. If you can't donate, please share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is free. Also, remember 2 giveaways. Anybody who donates in the duration of this stream to the GoFundMe has a chance to either win a full body set of Get Haunted merchandise, sweatpants, shirt, and a hat, or they get their chance to or they get to choose a free Get Haunted event ticket that is a non-sleepover event. So, on that note, let's hop right back into it. And hello, Heidi. How's it going, Sandra? Icy. Um, all right. Icy spirits. Also, I keep getting a notification on StreamYard that I might be lagging. or glitchy? If I am, please let me know. I'm not sure how serious that notification is. Anyway, um, if it's a human spirit, maybe they see it as a physical realm and how things were for them. So how it once was. All right, yeah. See, and that's the thing. See, one argument that I kind of have against that, which I'm not claiming to know anything. I am not a teacher. I do not know anything. I am simply theorizing and guessing everything here. Let me make that clear. Um, on that note, um, places like Waverly Hills, where I assume that everywhere in Waverly Hills that you can investigate for a ghost hunt, nothing's been added on. Obviously, if there's been some parts of the wall or some parts of the ceiling that have been taken away or fallen down, sure. But I like places like Waverly Hills or like the Missouri State Penitentiary, where things really haven't been added on except the roof and house floor and the MSP. When a location hasn't been changed or added on too much, but yet we still see spirits walking through a wall or see something mist-like, orb-like. I'm not starting the conversation on orbs out there with all the dust and shit. That's I no. But seeing things come through walls, seeing heads poke out from walls, but yet nothing's changed structurally. Is that something from another realm coming through that isn't well educated or doesn't know the structural well? Let me look on TikTok for any comments. No. I wish this AI summary would stop popping up on TikTok. I get it. You want me to say something AI. I'm not saying it. All right, so I don't know why I put. I'm gonna do spirits, huh? Because spirits is a much broader term. There are some parts of the most time I hate when I call it ghost. Because what the hell is a ghost? Spirits are based off spiritual, so it could be anything. A ghost to me is like what you see in fucking Ghostbusters or something. Um, but spirits see. I'll put OG, the original OG structure, and then um, spirits see what we see. That's not how you spell see. I'm illiterate half the time. I meant to put C, but I put S-E-Y. I guess that kind of still says C, but that's point. Spirits see what we see. And then lastly, I'm putting this into three different columns. If anyone here has any other idea, let me know. But and then spirits see void. And I have enough room for one more if you need to add it. But spirits see the original structure. Spirits see what we see. Spirits see void. Just endlessness. Flowing rivers of energy, which could in theory be um, um, portals or like a ocean of energy, a stream of energy. But within that, what could be happening? Because like if the say a structure hasn't changed, uh, no structural change. spirits. Hmm. Okay, so say there's no structural change, but spirits still come through walls. Do you think those specific spirits are coming from other dimensions or other realms, and they're unsure of either where they ended up, or they just don't know the building, and they just naturally, without knowing, phase through what's there? Like, take for example, like I won't write this part down. Um, the hell? Why are people requesting to join my live on TikTok? No, go do your own thing, please. Um, all right, here. TikTok just gave me a warning. Consuming substances featured on this live could harm y your health. I am not going to eat a giant rice marker. I've never even considered that. Anyway, um, if our human consciousness survived after death, this could explain a lot. Exactly. Exactly. Now, I'll make it a little. Is this thing dying out already? I barely used this thing. No, I think I'm just drawing. I think I'm just writing way too fast. Okay. Um, conscious. I don't know how to spell that. Give me a second. Consciousness. Okay. I spelled that wrong. I am so bad at that. Consciousness. Consciousness. Consciousness survives. Survives. Okay, yeah. So I'm hoping you all can see that. What? Give me 1 second. Let me do this. That's a bit better. Okay, and now let me move you guys up close because TikTok has a better POV because it's in vertical form. What if I turn off this? That works. Let me just rotate this a bit more. All right. So the last light that you see here is my window. I can't really block that off with anything at the moment, so you gotta hang in there. But with that one, but let me try something real quick here. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I keep on getting a unstable connection, so I lowered my quality from 1020 or 1080 down to 720. It won't change anything, but hopefully I don't get that thing again. But anyway, so you guys can see this a lot better, hopefully. You guys can see it too. Cool. All right. So consciousness survives, like Steven said. Um, but with no structural change, spirits still come through walls. At least myself and others have experienced that same thing. So saying that, if consciousness still lives on, right? Um, I'm still getting that notification on TikTok saying don't eat a marker. might just piss off TikTok and do it. I'm kidding. Um, um, Icy says, if human consciousness survives, why wouldn't everybody become ghosts? Stephen comments, true. Uh, all right, so this kind of bridges that idea a little bit. Now, this may go nowhere, but I guess hear me out. I've always had, and this is more of a spirituality universe thought, not a paranormal ghost thought, but I grew up in a very religious household, right? And um, and so saying that, I was taught about heaven and hell, as most was everyone, right? What I learned as I kind of broke away and did my own thing, I don't believe heaven and hell is a physical place. Like if you go down, you hit the core of the earth, and if you keep on going, you hit another country. If you go up, you hit the clouds, you hit the universe, you hit the galaxy, you hit the cosmos. Like I don't believe in like a physical heaven and hell. But what if there is a heaven and hell mentally that we train ourselves or are naturally given by the synapses and the energy and the EMF within our body? You know, like if our when we die, what if we die with a heaven mindset, a good mindset, a positive heavenly spiritual mindset? We taught ourselves, or we manifested that I'm dying peacefully. There is no reason to stay on this earth or a realm that exists near the surface of Earth. I am going to quote unquote move on, right? What if that mindset when we die somehow, some way, triggers our energy to go into a certain frequency, maybe? Like different frequencies, I guess I can different frequencies. It trains our mind to go into a different frequency, if that's even possible. I'm sure it is to some extent somehow. And then whenever our body dies and our soul and our energy and our frequencies die at a certain frequency, maybe it goes into a different layer of realms that's higher off the ground than Earth, or than the surface, not Earth itself, but higher off the ground than the surface. Like these frequency numbers, complete examples that I'm about to give you, right? No, no, like mathematical equivalent to what they actually would mean in real life, right? Let's say that, um, say someone with a frequency of 100, right? 100 frequency would be in a realm as a spirit, as a ghost at my height. You know, I would see them passing through walls, passing through doors. They would be able to talk onto an EVP. They would show up on an SLS camera, right? With 100 hertz. You know, let's say there's a range of spectrum because some spirits have a stronger EMF than others. The environment does at least. So let's say 100 through 200. The frequency of 100 through 200 is on our level, right? Or, from the ground to, 60 feet up, right? Say if someone dies with a different mindset, a different frequency. I'm not saying that it could be a frequency of a hell, but just the frequency of not the heavenly mindset, not the 100 through 200 mindset, right? Say you die with a bigger frequency, 800 to 1,000, right? The max is, let's say for the sake of this example, the highest frequency is 1,000, right? If you die with 800 to 1,000, the higher it is, the higher you go. Say you're like at the clouds, you're in the sky, you're plane height, you're near the galaxy, outer space. In theory, would would that frequency be able to come down to Earth's surface to where we could visually see it? Because the last time I checked, now obviously anyone correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know. But has anyone ever seen a ghost or a spirit in the clouds while looking out the window of a plane? I'm sure it's happened at some point in life. But could that be a factor? Your frequency of which you die. Or maybe whenever you die, your frequency just goes with it. Does your frequency die or reset? And then, depending on whatever energy you can feed off around you after you die, that's when that's what is that's the energy that allows you to manifest. I don't know. Thoughts on where we're at now? Anybody have any thoughts on where I'm going with this? Should I turn back around and head the other direction? Should I keep going? Do you want to add on? Let me know. While you guys let me know, I'm going to, for those of you who are maybe new, I'm going to shout this out as much as I can, simply for the fact that this is an important cause. This is a fundraising stream for Rob's mother's GoFundMe to help her out in this trying time. Any donations occurring in this stream's time frame, will be will have a chance. The person that donated will have a chance to win one of two things. There'll be two winners. The two choices are a full body merch set of Get Haunted, sweatpants, shirt, and a hat. The other option is a free Get Haunted event ticket to a non sleepover event. So be sure to donate. And if you can't donate, that is okay. Please feel free to share. That is free. Share it anywhere you can. But saying that, building off the frequency, because that's just where my brain led me. Uh, Anybody on stream on TikTok? Thank you, Double Diagnosis, for all the likes. If anyone has like sent like gifts or money of any sort on TikTok, I have not seen it. I'm sorry. I'm focusing on the GoFundMe at the moment, so I apologize for that. But if anyone has donated, gifted, I'll be honest, I still don't know how gifting. I don't know what that was. I don't know how gifting works on here yet. Oh, I saw some roses pop up. Thank you for the roses. I'm not sure what they are, but it was a notification, so thank you. I really need to look into all this. But thank you for all the roses and all the gifts. Um, and if I'm able to, I'm not sure how much money the gifts on TikTok give, but whatever money we have from gifts, we're gonna put back into this GoFundMe. So I'm not sure how much that is. I don't know what gifts cost what, but thank you all for all the gifts. Um, Saying that, I'm gonna run with the different frequencies until someone else gives me a change of direction. So saying that, but before I go anywhere, I just realized I forgot my drink in the kitchen. So give me like 10 seconds. I will be right back. I apologize. I am back. I forgot this. My throat was starting to get dry as hell. Oh, okay, I am back. All right. I see a lot of people requesting to be a guest. Not today. I am sorry. This is a fundraising stream only. Um, no guests today unless it is Rob or Sarah themselves. Um, but anyway, yes. So saying that, let me collect the thoughts here, Ken. Um, different frequencies, consciousness survives, transversing realms. We might get off the topic here a little bit of like specifically going through walls and shit in the structure itself, but that's fine. Um, if I go silent like I am now, I'm thinking. But give me a second. Okay. What if Hi May? How's it going? Wait, May, is that Lisa? Hey, what's up, Lisa? Um, um, okay, so like I was saying about it on Facebook, if anybody on Facebook is noticing any like lagging of the stream or the stream is glitching or freezing, please let me know. If I don't hear anything, I assume it's fine. Just simply type lag or something if it is. This notification that it's giving me, I'm not sure how serious it is, but um, anyway, like I was talking about earlier, um, um, flowing streams of energy, almost like as if just like a stream is like flowing through the air. That could be like a realm, or what we see as a realm. Because I've seen a lot in the paranormal field, and in just like the idea of the universe, how the presentation of spirits and realms and flowing energy is just like a beam of light. So let's run with that just for the sake of this argument and um, say that that's how that works. Flowing streams of energy, and what if EMF pulses, or if the frequencies of those said pulses change? get bumped up, get lowered, glitch out, or like have like a static effect, it's like a not like a pulse, but like a bouncing. I don't know how you would phrase that. Um, it jitters, I guess. Um, will those change the flow of the said frequencies or flow states and change the flow of what we see in our world and the human world? Like, take for an example, this could be anywhere, Waverly Hills, MSP, anything with like a long hallway. Just think of a long hallway for the sake of um, this thought process here, right? Um, take a long hallway and say that there's a door, an open door at the end of that hallway. But to the left and right and top of that door is just a wall, right? Just a door at the end of the hallway with obviously a wall surrounding it. And say you shot a beam of energy, a realm of spirits, a portal, per se, at that door. But say the fluctuating, the fluctuation of those spirits within that beam of energy or that realm of energy as it's being shot towards that door moves or changes or fluctuates up or down. Let's say a, two or three energies or spirits within that realm or that flow state gets higher or lower due to expensing of energy, this the speed that it's moving, or without knowing crosses other realms and there's a interference, something, right? Say about halfway into that, it like bends left or bends right or goes up or goes down. When the original destination of that river of energy was going straight towards that door, something messes with it and points it at the ground or one of the walls to the left or right or above. And then it goes off course and it stays off course because of the interference. I'm gonna forget that, but that makes sense. And interference. And then it stays on that newly made course, and then it shoots through a sidewall or goes down to the floor. And it goes through the floor, goes through the wall. And then just by chance, that's when we happen to look over and see that shit and go, huh, did you get? And then we have a real life, inhuman, paranormal experience that the people that saw it shared together. There was a ghostly mist apparition that just came through that wall and went down into the floor. Did you see that? I wonder why it went down into the floor. So on and so forth. I guess it might, and once again, that brings us all the way back to the original first three questions at hand, which I guess I get a third one. Interfere off course. That's not how you spell course. I am so bad at spelling. It is unreal. I fucking spell as bad as I stutter. It's funny to me. Uh, off course. Okay. So that goes back to all this comes back to that. Spirits see the original structure, so they follow the original structure's the layout or plan. Spirits see what we see, which is the newly made structure or add-on. Spirits see void, nothingness, emptiness. Nothing is there. Or I guess the last one only matters for the first two, not the void, because if you're in the void, you can't really steer off course if there's nothing to aim yourself at. But spirits see original structure, or what we see. Both can be affected by they got ran off course. Steven. Sorry, I just now saw this 2 minutes ago. My bad, brother. What Steven said for TikTok. Maybe we all become quote unquote ghosts in death and still have the ability to make choices. That's actually a good concept. So maybe we all become ghosts in death and still have the ability to make choices. Well, I'm gonna say spirits. Uh, all become and that all become spirits have ability to maintain choices. That's good. What popped into my head as soon as I thought about that is if we all have the ability to still make our own choices, and we all, no matter what our beliefs are, no matter what our frequency is, we all become spirits, become ghosts. I'm not gonna lie, my legs are getting kind of tired. Oh, I really should have sat down. So Facebook can't see me, but you can still hear me. Hi, TikTok. Um, yeah, just give me 1 second. But you guys can hear me still. Um, what if the age-old theory of like the universe and how it got started and what it currently still is like no matter what, everything all at once is existing. What is and what once was and what always will be is just here, right? So saying that, what if what if every single spirit and the energy that runs and operates that spirit that has ever lived and died is currently in a realm right now, right? And there's so many of them that realms interfere with each other constantly, every second. And maybe like, take for example, in like EVPs. Now I know this, but what I'm about to say next is like a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. What if in EVPs, whenever we hear jumbled voices, like you can't quite make it out, like quite literally, whenever you hear a voice on like an EVP or a spirit box, say like it sounds like jumbled, like it sounds like it sounds loud and clear, but it also sounds whispery. Like, what if in the core of that response is countless spirits every micro millisecond crossing through realms near your hand. And each little microsecond of that voice is a different spirit. Like in like a right, a single syllable of is one spirit. So let's say in like a 2-second blip of a whispery unknown EDP, you have hundreds, if not thousands, of spirits working together to present that to you. And I know that kind of is like a bit like off course, but like just a random side thought. But let's get back to this stuff. All the conspirators have the ability to maintain consciousness, right? Okay. So, see, where do we go from here? Does anybody have any ideas or something to build off of this? Let me see if anybody on TikTok has anything. Not yet, which is fine. Okay. I almost knocked it out of the fucking holder. There. Okay. Get a drink. Anybody have any thoughts so far on this? Thoughts, ideas, hell, concerns? I realize you guys on TikTok can't really see this, but there we go. Consciousness survives. So yeah, I think we're at the point to where, and I'm over here, guys, but I'm guessing I can't see my shadow. I think I'm at the point where I'm just staring at this and wondering what's next. Uh, Dame, Damien Smith, it's been a minute. How, how, how you doing, man? Uh, for everyone on TikTok, and another commenter on Facebook. So from Damien Smith, um, what if consciousness can't be fourth dimensional before it evolved from a third dimensional construct? Whew. Okay, let me think about that. I'm not that smart. That I did not immediately pick that up. What if a consciousness can't be fourth dimensional? Can't be in the fourth dimension before it's evolved from a third dimensional construct. Does that take away, in your opinion, does that take away from the possibility of there being demons? Because now, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're saying that in order for any sort of consciousness, any sort of energy or frequency that is being held by any sort of vessel, physical or spiritual, before we can reach the afterlife, a realm, a place in which we can investigate, does it have to be alive first? Because if that's the case, and if demons are these, like trickery, smart, diabolical beings, in order to have the consciousness to think and be smart enough to act that out, wouldn't they have to be conscious first? Because in theory, not in theory, I guess, like what we all know and are taught by movies and everything else, that demons were never human and never had consciousness. So internally, would never have consciousness. So saying that, does everything that dies and becomes a spirit have to evolve from human or from something living? And to everyone on TikTok, thank you for all the gifts, the likes, the shares, the hearts, the roses. Thank you all. I'm having to focus on like four different things at one time, so I'm sorry I'm not shouting out every single thing. If this was a regular live stream where it was just this and this only, it'd be a different story. So I apologize for not calling out everything as I see it, but I appreciate you all for everything that you guys are doing. Thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, so hmm, thinking here. I'm thinking. All right. Well, while I'm thinking, for those of you who are new here, new to the stream, new to watching, just tuning in, this is a fundraiser stream for a GoFundMe for Rob's mother, the co-owner of this company, Get Haunted. His mother has came on to some trying times, but like after some health issues, surgery, and trying to get back on her feet. So this live stream is used to incentivize donations and shares of that GoFundMe. All donations, money given to this GoFundMe during this live stream and during this live stream only. During this time frame, everyone who donates during this time frame will have a chance to win a giveaway, which includes there'll be two winners. Each person will be able to choose between free Get Haunted merch, sweatpants, shirt, and a hat, full body set. Or you have the option to pick between a free Get Haunted event ticket, non sleepover, regular event. Take, for example, like a Missouri State Penitentiary or something like that. A regular Get Haunted event, non sleepover. You have a chance to win one of the two if you donate now before the stream ends. So if that sounds something like you're interested in and you've always been wanting, and the donation to enter can be any amount, any amount. You do not have to donate the exact amount of which the gifts are worth. So anything helps. Saying that, back to it. Damien Smith on Facebook. Uh, well, I thought this was a theory-based thing, but um, I get that. Life can be an ass sometimes, but nice to see you're still here. Nice to see you're still kicking. But saying that, um, we're not currently getting any more recommendations for theories. And Damien, since you are here, I am taking questions and theories and thoughts and anything. If you have anything that you want to theorize about, let me know. Because I think I'm about to wrap up on this specific theory itself. Because there's just so much stuff to think about in this. My brain's just kind of shutting down, and I'm kind of getting lost. Because like between 70, the ability to maintain choices, different frequencies, consciousness survives, and the structural changes of the environment, and flowing streams of energy. There's just a lot of stuff to think about here, and I need y'all's help. But if you guys are ready to move on to the next one, then I am too. But I would take a picture, but TikTok is my phone. But I think it's time to move on because there's just a lot to think about, and I don't want to fucking kill my brain's battery over this. Not yet. So, uh, Damien, that is a good thought. Damien, that not only is that a good thought, let's build off that and not just talk about specifically the Grim Reaper aspect of it. But I'll get to that. Damien has another. Damien has a good thought. So we'll hit on Damien's thought and then we'll move on to the thought that Rob had. So Damien's thought, then Rob's thought, and then we'll see where we go from there. But right now, I think everyone's done with this one, and I honestly can't think of all this stuff on my own without having to burn my social battery and my brain battery, and I don't want that to happen yet. So we have it all on stream. If we want to come back and look at it, I'll step out of the way for Facebook. So if we want to come back and look at the VOD and see what I have so far, we can. But that's what we got. All right. Let's hop into something else. While I'm erasing this, I'm not going to reach out to the GoFundMe again because I just did that a few minutes ago. But we'll see what they say. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope no one's having a bad day. Hope everyone has a glass of wine, chilling with some food. And if you don't drink, apple juice. Out. All right. My arm kills me every time I erase all that shit because I'm having to hold it up so high. I wish I would have put this on the floor, but my floor is hardwood. That would also hurt my knees. I can't win. Anyway, all right. That's Rob's. But first, before we hop into Rob's, let's do Damien's. So let me get a quick drink real quick because my throat is about to be on fire if I do not. Sorry for the sucking noise. Some of it leaked out. All right. Damien, for those on TikTok, Damien is a very popular name within the Get Haunted chat. So he's been here for a long time. He has some magnificent questions, and we're about to look at his question, his theory. Um, Before we hop into it, so I'll quickly say GoFundMe on TikTok, link in bio, donate, share, win some shit. Facebook, it's in the description, and I'm sure on someone's feed that you know. Go to it, donate, share, win some shit. Let's get it. All right. But before we hop into that, Stephen has one last thought about our previous theory. Our brains are wired for three spatial dimensions in life, so maybe we evolve in death. Stephen, I love that so much, but that is a lot to take in. Keep that in mind. We will revisit that at some point. All right. So, Damien, does the Grim Reaper fall into realms of an angel, or can angels remove life as well as give it? So, okay, let me think about this. Does the Grim Reaper, a person, the caller of death, the taker of life, fall into realms of an angel, or can angels also remove life as well as give it? So, what you're asking is the Grim Reaper is the only person to take life a Grim Reaper, or is the only person? I say person. It's not a fucking person. Um, is the idea of the Grim Reaper the only thing, the only entity that can take a life, and not angels, or can angels also be the taker of lives? And the idea that we give to the Grim Reaper as a whole in society is wrong. Correct? But that is a cool thought. Um, I don't know why I put a Z at the end of life. My God. Lives. Oh, I'm going insane. Okay. Take of life. Just. Okay. That's another good one. I'm gonna start that. But I'm assuming that could go hand in hand if we continue the conversation enough, Damien. But look over at TikTok real quick. Cool. All right. I say we go for about another half hour, two 2 hours. If we start getting a lot of people that want to talk about a lot of other stuff on TikTok or on Facebook, I'm down to go for even longer. But If all we have left is what Damien wants to talk about and Rob's idea, then another half hour, and then we'll see who's donated. Once again, if no one has, it's all good. But at least please share if you don't. If you ever, bleh, please share it if you don't mind. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second. My legs are killing me. T- t- TikTok can see me, but Facebook and YouTube can't. They can give me 1 second. My legs are about to give out if I don't take a quick rest. But Grim Reaper, the Taker of Life, is the Taker of Life just the Grim Reaper, or can angels do the same thing? And the idea of the Grim Reaper is just a different construct. What do you think here? Because in all honesty, I've never thought about the Grim Reaper enough in this way to build anything up. So I'm having to think about this. Hmm. Because everything that I really know, or not really know, have thought about regarding the Grim Reaper is folklorish, just stories, right? Mostly fictional. Like I've never thought of the Grim Reaper in the sense of an actual entity. It's always just like what you see on TV, right? So, huh. Because what is Damien? What is the Grim Reaper called in Irish culture or Scottish culture? It's very different. I used to know it, but I hadn't thought about it in so long. Um, I guess I could think about it in the sense of like the Grim Reaper not being the Grim Reaper at all, but just the bringer of death. It's just the idea of becoming death or dying. Um, all right. Damien says, if he's one being, how can every wait, if he's one being, how can he be everywhere at the same time? Unless there's more than one of him. Or do angels collect souls and he's just there to cross them over? Like a bridge. Okay, interesting. See, my brain on that one's going very religious, and I don't know if that's the right path or not. It was a weird knock on my wall. That was random, but I don't have any neighbors on that side of me. I just heard a loud ass knock. Interesting. Anyway, um, that is a good one though. Shit, making me think. If he is one, if he's one being, and how can he be everywhere at the same time unless there's more than one of him, or do angels collect souls? What if the Grim Reaper is just a social construct, and whoever came up with the idea of what the Grim Reaper might be, the simple taker of souls, what if when you die, there is a feeling that no one knows about because if anyone that dies can't live to talk about it after the fact. I mean, there's a few people that have died and came back to life. I don't know anybody that's done that. If anyone has in this chat, let us know. Um, but what if there is a feeling or something that a person sees when they die, like the millisecond in the process of lights out, where the synapses in your brain shut down, the lights in your eyes fade out? What if there's a similar visual that everyone with normal eyesight and a normal concept of what's around them sees? And that sight of death, whether it's just a light looking anomaly or some sort of figure or what your eyes perceive as the last sight, like a screen being shut off, what your brain sees as the exact moment of lights out, death, they personified that into the Grim Reaper. What if the Grim Reaper is just personified idea of lights out, shutting down, dying? But what would happen after that happened, the carryover, or if there even is any carryover? I'm going to wrap this down. I shall get back to you in just a second. Um, I'm going to put GR, but GR is a Grim Reaper. GR. Personified death. Personified visual of death. Not death as a whole. Personified visual of death. Lights out. TikTok, anything TikTok? No, and that's fine. Okay, cool. Um, I see Spirit said, if it's a different realm, why can't the Grim Reaper be one being yet everywhere? Maybe it's not confined by our physical confines. True. And like I was talking about earlier in the how spirits transverse realms, what if the Grim Reaper is just a spirit? Why 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 that one spirit got picked to be the Grim Reaper and got this special power or the special opportunity to be the judge, jury, and executioner? We don't know. But what if this is getting deep? Of course it is. Welcome to live theorizing. Um, but what if Hmm. What if the Grim Reaper is some sort of way a spirit, or quote unquote ghost, or to some, if you ask me, be a demon? But what if it can hop in between the realms? Like I was talking about earlier, if realms are just these flowing states of rivers of energy, what if you can just hop from one to another and just hop? It's like, oh, Billy Bob over here it's his time to go, right? That realm right there that I see flowing beside him is close enough. Let me just hop over there and make this time and then dip out. That could be that could be a possibility. You're hot and sweating, take that jacket off. It ain't hot in here. I keep my apartment at 66. It ain't hot in here. I feel good. My apartment has stayed at 66 degrees for the past like fucking 5 years. Um, this conversation of the Grim Reaper in my head it's like hit like a dead end. But that's not because I'm not trying. That's simply because I don't know all the history behind. To me, there is no science in my head about the Grim Reaper. There is no like Grim Reaper makes like a universal talk of anything else. The Grim Reaper to me is just a character that has a scythe that takes lives. So well, the thought that I just put out there about how he could hop from realm to realm and take lives, right? That just hops right back into the theorizing like of the original topic. I don't know enough about the Grim Reaper himself to be like this specifically is this. Just yeah, then that's where my head's been this whole time. I don't know what else to know about him. Um, Damien says, if the Reaper was evil and could take life and be everywhere at the same time, surely he would just wipe us all out in one go. He would have erased us many years ago since he is selected means he's bound by any rules. I guess. Just the problem that me specifically, am having is that the Grim Reaper to me is a very linear thing to talk about. He is a entity that comes and takes lives one by one. And if it's not one by one, my idea is that he has to somehow hop in between realms and um, take lives that way. And then that then bounces me back to the original conversation of um of the original conversation. I get off the Grim Reaper as a whole at that point. I think this would be a good opportunity for Dane to hop in front of the whiteboard and take over. Because how my brain thinks and how my brain works, I am hitting a dead end on the Grim Reaper. So For every evil, there is a good. The universe is a balance. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I think I want to hop off of this one. Damien, I'm sorry. My brain, as soon as I hit another level of thinking about it, it hops onto a whole other type of theory. Just my brain's doing its best to be like, you don't know enough about this. Let's re let's compare it or connect it to something else, but that something else is a whole different theory. So if we need to hop back into that, we can. But let's let's end if we don't get any more topics during this next one, let's end the stream here. Because I'll be honest here, we've been going for almost 2 hours, and I can only stand and walk around in one place for so long. So give me a second. Oh, I would move my chair over here, but my chair is too big, and there's not enough space in between me and these tripods to have a chair to move around comfortably. So I, oh my legs, guys, I'm getting old. Someone send me a brace. Um, sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right. So one last time, not one last time. It'll be, I'm sure, more. But let me go ahead and take this time while everyone's here and I have people's attention. The reason behind this stream, the GoFundMe. This type of stream, live theorizing stream, will happen again in the future. It will. But this one specifically is for a cause, a fundraising stream for the GoFundMe that Rob created for his mother, the co-owner of this company. Rob is the co-owner of the company. He created it for his mother. His mother is going through some trying times. She just had carotid artery surgery, had to remove some blockages. Well, she had a part-time job at CVS that she obviously can't work at right now because it's going to be a very tedious recovery time. Saying that um, she needs some help. If you have money to donate, whether it's $1 or hundreds or thousands, not that I expect thousands, but you get the point. Please donate and or share. Sharing is free. Sharing is caring. If you donate, you have the chance to win in a giveaway. The giveaway that two people will win. But the only way you can win this giveaway and be entered into this giveaway is if you donate specifically during the time frame of this stream. So from now until whenever the stream ends, because there will be a timestamp of when the stream ends and whenever we look at the GoFundMe. During this time, if you donate anything, you have a chance to win one of two things. There'll be two winners. Each person has a choice between a full body merch set of Get Haunted gear, sweatpants, t-shirt, hat, or you have a chance to win a free Get Haunted ticket to any Get Haunted regular event, not sleepover event, regular event. So if either of those prizes interest you, be sure to donate during this stream to that GoFundMe on Facebook and YouTube if you're watching on one of those. The GoFundMe link will be in the description of this live stream. Copy and paste it into another browser, and then it'll take you to the GoFundMe. On TikTok, It's the only link in our bio as of right now. So go to the bio, donate. That is all. On that note, the question that Robert Stagwitz himself, the co-owner of this company, question that he has always had and has asked for us to think about in the stream. It is a deep question, one that really has no ties to the paranormal at all, and one that we can all, every single person in this stream, can relate to. Massive obstacles in life given to you by life, the universe, what surrounds us every day. What is all these obstacles, ups and downs even for? What's the end game of all this? Yes, I am aware. This is a very, very, very massive question to answer. One that we probably won't even get halfway through in the stream. But as does with everything, gotta start somewhere, right? So, Stephen says, in regarding to one of the previous theories, um, in life we are confined to the physical world we live in and our own limitations. In death, maybe we become one with the universe. We are everywhere and all knowing. Stephen, yes, I become a god when I die. No, I'm kidding. No. I'm gonna take that back. I don't want someone to take that out of context. I'll take that back. But that is a good thought, though. And Mr. Wade Kirby of Nesper has entered the airwaves of this building. Wade Kirby says, "What is your opinion of extraterrestrials, and what do they have? And do they have a religion?" That's a good thought. I want to write that down. Uh, aliens. And do they have religion? Good question, Wade. And also, nice to see you, brother. Let's see what do we have over here? All right. Okay, so let's start with Rob's first. I don't know if there'll be a lot of writing here. Maybe there will be, but massive obstacles in life. Whew, sorry that I'm yawning. I've been walking around for 2 hours in one spot. It's getting tiring. Um, but obstacles in life. What are they for? What is the end game? Pretty much, what is this journey in life for, and is there a meaning to life? Because anybody have any thoughts on this while I'm thinking? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. If you want me to last on the stream, I'm gonna have to sit down. My legs are burning. Give me a minute. I'm just behind the camera. Oh shit! I underestimated how much this would burn my legs. Oh, I'm right here. Just so you know, I'm right here. Can I actually? I can move up in front of the camera a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna lower the camera for Facebook and YouTube real quick. I'll just write lower. It's fine. You're going on a ride, yeah. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I think I'll just tilt you guys down. Okay. Good enough. That works. I'm looking up at you, but that's fine. But okay. This is a lot better. Well, sorry for cussing. It just my my thighs are killing me. Um, Wade Kirby, let me get over here. Okay, Wade Kirby. To Rob's question, when life sends you a challenge that we can't see out of or know the direction, you now are in a situation to burn off karma. Do we treat the situation with kindness or blow it off? That's a good thought. I never took. I say I never took. I hadn't got to the point to take karma into consideration. But I'll just everyone can see that. Okay, let me turn you guys around a little bit. There. Okay. Um, so karma to reconcile, burn off karma, karma to reconcile, kindness or blow it off. That's a really good thought. I never thought about it like that, to be honest. With the Kirby. Let's see. Nothing. Thank you. I have not been paying attention to gifts. I've been seeing a lot of gifts recently in the last hour on TikTok. Thank you all so much for sending, gifting, and sharing. And I see everyone that is joining. And thank you all for watching. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Just standing up was just a bad idea. Do we step up to the plate and do we step up to the plate and do our best to resolve the situation? See, and that's what I try to do because all of my life I thought to myself, what if I think we've all been guilty of it at some point, right? Where where you try to just wait it out whenever you had no experience with whatever the universe was tossing at you, but at the same time, stepping up to bat in that unknown situation can teach you a lesson in the long run. So do you wait it out and hope that it'll pass because you don't know how to take care of it, and then your life may or may not change in the long run due to that set outcome? Or do you step up and fight a war you don't even know how to start, just in hopes you come out victorious and you learn from that and your life stays somewhat the same? I've been guilty of both. I'll be honest here. I've been guilty of the first part of that whenever I was, in a bad spot in life and I didn't have a whole lot of money. But huh. There's gonna be a lot of thinking here because this is a very much a broader topic. To anyone watching, but since Wade brought it up, Wade, do you think that if something bad happens in life and you do a lot of good, not directly, to that said situation, so you just are kind to a lot of people and you help out like monetarily with someone's small things in life. Do you think that pushing out that positivity of karma out into the world could secretly manifest a brighter outcome to your situation? To wait a situation to be resolved by other means is to lose an opportunity on solid growth. Exactly. Exactly. If you wait on something to resolve on its own and you don't try to do anything to it, you lose the chance on growth. 100%. But thankfully, I'm not in the spot anymore. But I used to be very not well off and I couldn't help it. But I do agree with that though. IC says if your life was easy peasy and you had no challenges, you would eventually get bored with life and it could no longer be deemed as good because there is no bad there is no bad to which to compare it. I am not saying that exactly right, but it's the best I can do right now. And depending on how your situation in life would depend on your reaction. A lot of people a lot of people would step up to the plate for some people. It's the straw that broke the camel's back and we will just give up. Yeah. That's pretty much why I'm doing this. Not for some karma reset or something. Just Rob is a great man. Rob is a person that I look up to, if I'm being honest. Rob is one of those people that will go out of his way on a bad day to help another person out. So I do a lot of stuff for Get Haunted, and I try to do a lot of stuff for Rob as well. But this was just the least amount of worries. The second that I might this could be a possibility, I stepped up and did it. But yeah, because Rob is already so busy with so much stuff right now. This is the least I can do. And absolutely, that energy return is faithful. We just don't see it. Exactly. But over time, Wade, um, over time, if you use your intuition and your gut and paying attention to patterns, I've I've seen it working. Like shit that I didn't even know would happen, things in life that would change for the good, for the better, or stuff in life that I didn't even expect to come that did come. I've noticed things because I have given back. I give back to people around my area and people online, friends too, in so many ways, small ways, things that are effortless, right? And I see good things come back, and I piece that together over time. Like, as long as I can just do good, I'll get good back. Um, and Stephen said, uh, looking back on the many obstacles in my life and the ones that could continue, sorry, looking back on the many obstacles in my life and the ones that continue to pop up, I always try and remain positive. Tell myself, we'll get through this and things will be fine. To me, in a way, the obstacles are learning experiences. 100%. That's what I tell myself every single time. Yes, I do my best every time something in my life pops up. I do my best to confine it because no matter what pops up, I am going to feel the same way about it, no matter if it takes 3 days or 3 months. I'm going to feel the same about it. So the quicker it gets resolved, the less I feel like shit. So that's why I keep my life very, very simple. Very simple. That way, if anything screws up in life, I don't have 10,000 things to stress about. Granted, I'll be honest here, I don't have a family. I'm, no kids, no nothing. It's just me. So, but yeah, yeah. TikTok, how are we feeling? I think I'm gonna end this stream in probably the next 20 minutes. We can keep talking on this subject, but I think we're just talking like in between me and I seeing weight now as far as people who are tossing out ideas, which is totally fine. If you're just here to watch, I totally understand that. It's Sunday, it's lazy day, it's watch and have fun. But just one last little shout out as we near the end of this stream. Unless someone pops in and wants to give a whole nother general concept. Oh, we got Wade's thing. We can talk about that too. Um, Wade's conversation can be the end here soon, but we'll finish up on this last thing here in a second. But one and I'll share now. We'll time at the end of the stream. I am sorry for yawning. My legs are gone. I'm not gonna stand up again. But um but GoFundMe for Rob's mother is linked in the bio of TikTok. Only link there, and the description, and it's in the description for Facebook and YouTube. If you donate in the next 20 minutes, it's currently 4:02. If you donate by 4:22, 22, that's oddly enough. Rob is here. He would appreciate that. I'm not sure if he is here right now. Um, uh, if donate by 4:22 Central Standard Time or 5:22 Eastern Standard Time, and you will have a chance to win one of two things. Two winners, two choices for each winner. Full body merch set of Get Haunted wear, sweatpants, t-shirt, hat. Or your other option is a Get Haunted ticket to any regular event, non-sleepover. Two winners. So saying that, donate if you can. No amount is too small. And yeah, share if you can't make a donation due to financial reasons. Understandable. Share it out, please. It is free. Sharing is caring. Um, but on that note, I think we kind of hit a dead end on the obstacles thing. But we have like multiple good points though. I guess really the only thing that we didn't answer is like what is the end game, but I guess it's just karma on repeat until we die. So I guess what we can end on is Wade Kirby's idea. Aliens and extraterrestrials. Do they have a religion? That is a very interesting topic. One that I've never thought about. Aliens, do they have? I don't even know how to. We already know a very general concept about aliens. The fact that like how their brain works. Like, do aliens have a higher power? That's hurting my brain to think about. Do aliens have a higher power? Bro, I don't even know where to start on this one. Do aliens have a higher power? Wade, Steven, Icy, Damien, someone, TikTok, someone help me out here. This is I've never been a religious person, so I always thought like the higher being to me was just the power of the universe, the the energies around me that affect my environment, and part of them is alien because I sure as hell know that aliens are more powerful than I am. So what's more powerful than aliens to the point where aliens see it as a religion or a godlike entity or deity? Maybe whatever is allowing the universe to constantly expand, whatever scientific physics thing that is allowing or making the endlessness of the universe bigger, that's what aliens could see. It would depend on the type of civilization and and evolution. Yeah, yeah, because you would have to. Not you would have to. You wouldn't have to do anything. But like there's one theory, like if you took aliens and humanized them and like civilized them, how would they feel? Like in our situation. And Icy says, I find it hard to believe that humans are the entities in the universe that do not believe in the creator of some sort. I don't understand that. As the word only above my confidence. See, I don't want to get onto religion like as a whole because I don't know enough about it. I was raised in a family to where quite literally 8 religions in one family. Every Christmas, every gathering, it was this is right, no, this is right, no, this is right. I got tired of it. So then I did my own research. Now I was a spiritualist. Me and the universe and nature. As an AI system would have a base construct, they would spawn from, for example. Humans aren't the only entity to believe in a creator of some sort. Oh, yeah, of course. I was confused about how you worded it the first time, but that makes sense, yeah. an AI system would have a base construct that they spawn from, for example. Yeah, what if aliens or extraterrestrials, what if aliens or extraterrestrials had their own form of AI and that was their like higher power? I don't know what that would be, but but yeah, I don't know. I I don't know, dude. See, this is the same type of conversation that, like, every now and then, it's usually when I'm inebriated or buzzed, I'll be honest here. But every now and then I'll think of like the universe is expanding into nothingness. Nothingness is growing. And thinking about that, like trying to dive deep on that, hurts my brain. And that's what I'm feeling now. I'm having to think about something that I have no concept of how it would work, and then trying to figure something out. It's like I've never been good at math. I do not know half of the advanced equations out there, and like it's like you're handing me the most advanced mathematical equation, telling me to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, well, we're closing in on the last 10 minutes of the stream. All right, Damian Smith just said something. Does a crab think fish are gods that fly that fly? Aliens could hide behind technology that would make us think they're gods. But if two alien species believed in different gods, then they would fight to prove whose existence is correct. Yeah, it's a really difficult question to answer, dude. And the thing is, with like the fighting, there should be no fighting. Like controversial opinion here, but like if if multiple species or multiple people, like nationalities, ethnicities, whatever the word is, multiple people like Muslim and Islam and Jewish and all these religious beliefs, there should be no fighting. Just coexist. Why does Johnny believes in Jesus Christ and Billy Bob believes in Islam and this other dude believes in this? Like, we should all just be able to fucking coexist. There should be no fighting. I agree with what Dame says for like the crab think of fish as God because they're flying above. I get that concept, but If two alien species believed in two different gods, there shouldn't be a fight to prove who's right. Multiple facts can be proven like under the same thing and still be right. Like that's just how it is. There's multiple answers to every solution out there. Like unless it includes money. If the solution to something only includes money, then that's a whole other topic. But life should be sacred and all believed. Yeah, humans overcomplicate shit sometimes. Life should be simple. There should be no hatred in the world. Should just be all positivity and kindness. Because positivity and kindness rule this world. They control it. Like that's a whole other fucking branch that like a whole other conversation I could hop into, but I'm not going to. But it's insane. But yeah. All right. We are coming up on the soon to be the last 5 minutes. If you have shared the GoFundMe, if you have donated to the GoFundMe in the last 2 hours and 20 minutes, thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you. It helps more than you know. I was willing to go for hours upon hours with this, but it looks to be everyone is just wanting to watch and chill out, which I get that 100%. I get it. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. The chats are mellowed out. Everyone's chilling. So I'm not going to quite make it to 4:22. It's been over 2 hours. Um, oh, I will say the GoFundMe has raised a little bit. So thank you to everyone who's donated. I really appreciate you. And my camera is out of focus now. What the hell is going on here? There we go. Thank you all on TikTok. Thank you all on Facebook. And thank you all on YouTube for sharing and donating and being a part of this. If you guys really enjoyed this theorizing stream, let me know down in the comments below, or put your thoughts on the Get Haunted Network page, or if you're on TikTok, throw it in the comments of some videos. Either way, let us know if you want more of this. This whiteboard's not going anywhere. And if you're interested in, I'll go and check this out one more time. If you're interested in liminality theory, where liminality theory meets the paranormal and kind of meets the back rooms, that's what all the stuff on the side of this stuff is for. So that's on my own personal channel. So follow me over there. Uh, and yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Um, this was really cool. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining. I'm glad it worked out. Um, I may do this again in the future. It will not be next weekend because next weekend I have a vacation, small vacation going on. So, and thank you, Stephen. Of course. Although, as of now, or until the stream ends, the giveaway option in the donations. Once the stream ends, giveaways, like I said, for the merch and for the events, will be no more. Giveaways were only for the time period of this live stream. Giveaways will be no more. So, to everyone who donated during this live stream, thank you. I will check out who donated here soon. I have saw the number raise, so I appreciate you. But giveaway will end now. GoFundMe is still active though. If you choose to donate after the stream ends to the GoFundMe, your only reward is feeling kindness in your heart. So thank you. Thank you all. Please don't forget to share out the GoFundMe at any chance that you get. And I will talk to you all very soon in the Get Haunted Network page. And I wish Rob's mother a speedy recovery. Thank you all. Talk soon. I love you all.